comment.
Were they complaining about it?
You guys, race cars first, safety last.
Oh,
Duh.
I don't
stick my tongue on.
What?
I'm like,
Breaker's not turned on. Breaker's actually on by accident. Oh.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video here. We're going to talk about, we're not going to get into too much detail on the power plant, but we're going to tell you guys what we got going on, what we're running engine, drivetrain wise, and everything like that. Chris.
God.
Can you just yank on that real hard?
no, it's connected. I got you.
Chris is gonna bring this ladder over here and just gonna know.
What? Hey, watch how fast Chris can climb a ladder, though.
Oh, shut up.
No, for real, hit him with it.
No, you can't do that in here. OSHA had them.
Is that not OSHA approved?
Not what I'm getting ready to go on this ladder. Give me that.
What are you doing? You're like,
Just let everybody
Bring
know.
it over here.
Chris is like,
bro,
Come on, show
your
her.
arms, bud.
Huh?
Chris is height challenged, like me.
Hey, it's not long enough. It's literally, it's not long enough to touch the
Chris is
beam.
sizing it up. He's about to make the jump.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right.
What's going on here?
Stop.
Altered ceilings. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to make sure that Chris is okay.
Yep.
And that has never happened.
God.
What is going on right now?
Oh my god. No wonder our insulation keeps leaking. Look at that, from where we were throwing the other power line.
Where's the other ladder?
Why don't we just curl it up and zip tie it to itself?
Yeah, that'd work.
Does it?
No.
How does that not work?
John, why don't you climb the ladder with Logan on your shoulders?
Chris, let me get on your shoulders and let's try it again.
You'd have to be able to pull it up a notch.
Are you kidding me? I can pull it up.
Ah, look at there. There's the ladder I was looking.
Oh, the actual ladder.
It's still a hazard, I know, but it's not our hazard. It's only for real tall people.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, you got a zip tie? Why wouldn't you take the whole roll over there?
Why would you take the whole roll? You don't need but a little bit. All right, John, climb the ladder.
Why do I have to do it? I don't like climbing ladders. I ain't like Chris.
That's this side of the top.
It's like a 4-foot ladder.
Yeah, this is.
You ever seen a fat guy?
Oh! Put 2 rolls in that bitch.
No.
There you go. This is as high as
Dude, that is
he,
not.
He don't want to get
I
up
need
much
more
higher.
tape than this.
How?
Give it to me and I'll show you.
This one's from a video about the Camaro.
You know what, Logan? That's the perfect amount
Fucking
of tape.
DIY.
Out of the way.
Logan, you don't know anything.
Everyone that's complaining.
But this
is
is
what happens when people complain about shit they don't need to complain
This is
about.
how you climb ladders, folks,
Dude.
at home.
This is what happens when you guys complain about dumb shit in the comment section. We have to take 10 minutes to just fix it so you guys can't complain. It's not your head touching it when you walk by.
Some electrician's gonna comment about that.
Hey, chill out. I'm Captain Electrical and Airline around here.
Alright, let's get started.
All right, today we're going to talk about our lovely car here.
Alright guys, we're back over here in the corner of doom. This is about to be Phil's corner of the shop. He's actually getting relocated. Look at him. That's the face of relocation.
Wait.
We're slowly moving them.
We're trying to listen.
Hey, you know who else relocated some people?
Oh, white people. That's gonna be tough to keep in the video.
Wow.
Goes right along with what Phil said he wants to name the car.
Alright.
I'm dead. If you don't use that picture, I just got to Phil as your thumbnail.
Alright, we're moving Phil over one more and then he's only one step away from getting moved outside of the shop. We're actually gonna build an awning.
A nice little lean-to out
Yeah, we're
there.
gonna build a lean-to with a concrete slab and stick Phil out there. Anyway.
Concrete slab.
Oh. we got Slick Rick up on the project here, not doing much with it. We are going to talk about the engine combination, but before we really get into today's video, I do want to talk to you guys quick about our buddy Chase. We here at LS Nasty, we're a pretty close-knit family. We talk, like, everyone talks, like, literally every day. We got a pretty exciting group message with pretty much everyone that is LS Nasty. There's a lot of people that are behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see every day. But Chase is Shannon's son. You guys know Shannon, Bloodbath Racing. I went out there and busted his ass in the Black Sheep. And yeah, so Chase, this past weekend, he had a car that I called Blood Clot. It was an SN95, small block Ford, turbo. He's been building it for a while. Chase is pretty good to us. We needed a set of Radial Pros to run on Charlie Murphy. He brought his wheels and tires over. We ran it, and him and a buddy had their car in a shop behind his house, and the shop caught on fire and burned absolutely everything. So I'll put some pictures up on the screen of that. It's very unfortunate. Chase is a really cool dude, really hard-working dude. I'll give you the shirt off his back. And the whole Bloodbath Racing camp is like that. So if you guys can, first link in the description below is going to be to a GoFundMe. Anything that you guys feel like you'd want to help get them back going with that stuff. It's a real shame because the car he's been building. How long has he been building the car for? He's been building it for.
It's been down a year. It's
been
been at
down
least
a
a year
year.
because he ended up getting some heads from us. And we got the ATEC dealership, and he got some lifter. Like
Yep.
He's been
And he's been building it
saving
in his shop in his backyard, doing everything himself, doing turbo kits himself, like everything. So it's awful to see. And if you guys want to give $1.50, I mean, if this video gets 10,000 views and everyone gives $1, I mean, that's 10 grand to get them back going.
Or
So-
parts.
Or parts. If you have any small block Ford parts, if you have any SN95 parts, and feel like giving it to them. But those are linked in the description below is to the GoFundMe if you guys want to help out. So check that out. They got some pictures up there. It's very sad to see. The car is it's crispy. So hopefully he can get back rolling with it because I can't bust his ass unless he's got a car to race. So Chase, we're rooting for you. Anything we can do to help. If you guys can do anything to help out one of the LS Nasty family members, that'd be awesome. So moving on, we are going a different route from the LS, so everyone's imagination can really go wild and get set free. Chris, do you want to tell them where we got the engine from? It came from a pretty well-known name in racing.
Yeah, so we made a phone call, and we've been dealing with a gentleman that works there for about 2 years. We like to buy injectors and buy parts because he has some really good quality.
Really good deals. Really
Yeah,
good deals.
quality, and you know you're getting good parts, especially if they say they're as good as new. They're
really are.
yeah, he's really truthful. But yeah, so Proline is where we're getting basically an intake to oil pan motor. So
Turnkey engine package. And I know what a lot of you guys are saying. Everyone just like I mean, we're on the internet here, so everyone just like, so let's stir up some drama. Everyone's like, oh, y'all are leaving TKM. This is no different than us buying an engine off Joe Schmo building his junkyard LS motors down the road, and if it's a good deal and we want to buy it, and we go down there. No, we're not leaving TKM to have Joe Schmo, deck our heads by dragging them across his gravel driveway. It was just a really good engine. We purchased the engine, like Chris said, intake oil pan with all the accessories, fuel pump, oil pump, cam sync, balancer, headers, complete, like drop in, ready to go package that you wire up and you go and literally got it. I'd say probably half price, if not more.
yeah, so basically the way you look at it, so Proline, if anybody knows truly what Proline is, they're actually a racing outfit. So they actually, you pay them to upkeep, like actually run your program. They're engine assemblers. That's what I say. I mean,
They do a lot of like engine maintenance. So like TKM is a machine shop that builds awesome engines. They do a bunch of different like billet sensors or billet sensor brackets. They do burst panels. They do fuel rails. They do like awesome badass machine work. They could fix anything. So they're two different things. We're dealing with a race program company that literally
builders.
runs race programs, and they'll freshen motors and do everything like that. And then you're dealing with a tuner and machine shop. So
and then also the secret caveat, they only deal with 2 motors.
yeah, they only do their stuff.
They don't mess with LS. If we said we wanted to build an LS, it don't matter. They only deal with two different types of engines. That's it.
So we got a Proline engine. It's actually just got done, finished assembly today. So we're gonna go down there and get that, and then TKM, like always, like everything else we do, we're running our race program through them. So Kevin helps us out with all the tuning stuff, any machine work, freshen up, so we hurt something, need to get a valve, anything like that. Kevin's the guy to go to. So for everyone out there that's been wondering, everyone's been saying, we're not going to talk about which engine, but if you guys do some research, you can go on Proline's website and see what they offer engine packages wise. We got one of them, and yeah, it's going to be sweet. But no, we didn't leave TKM. Everyone's like, oh, you just up and down. Oh, no TKM. But no, we literally just bought an engine turnkey. It happens to be a Proline deal, and it's going to be badass. I think this car is going to be quick. Using the title quite a bit, Pro 275, that's the class that this thing would fit. So yeah, I mean, it's badass. That it's gonna be sweet for sure. So we're gonna run a Mark Mickey 2-speed lockup transmission. It's a 140 billet gear set. We are gonna run it lockup. It's got an internal, external dump. We're working with Mark. We're gonna run one of his converters. I think we're gonna get bell housing. Proline Danny is the gentleman that we deal with pretty much exclusively at Proline. He hooks us up on so many different parts: wastegates, blow-off valves, headers, turbos, injectors, intakes, literally anything. They got so much stuff there on the shelf that it's tough to beat. So he's actually getting us, I think we're talking to him about a bell housing now for a lockup, but it's one of those like badass titanium bell housings, because you can, if you shop around with Proline Danny, he can get you some really good deals. So we're going to run lockup. We got to get a carbon drive shaft, and then really other than that, we set everything in there, build a turbo kit, wire the car up. Matt at Gross Performance Solutions is going to be coming down here and helping us a lot. We're going to put a lot of data on this car, VPS, shock travel sensors. We're using Rife sensors. It's going to be Holley Dominator powered. It's Holley or Race Pack Smart Wire, MSD 600, the EGTs, pretty much everything that I showed you guys in the last video where we talked about that part number. Anything else? Well, I mean, other than that, it's
You can talk about the power adder.
Oh yeah,
that's a very exciting
power adder. We're pretty much everything here we have except for the Silverback is single turbo, so we were trying to keep it single turbo. I like the single turbo stuff. The twin turbo stuff is sweet, but I'd like to get it done with single. So Chris is the one that actually pointed me towards it. You know, everyone, the 118 is good, but this is the motor that we're getting. It's a big motor. Definitely get choked by that 118. So Matt at Gross Performance Solutions actually set up as a dealer for Hartz Turbos, so they have their 136, 140, and 143 are the three turbos. So we're getting a 140 millimeter. It's a T7 turbo. Look at Phil's face. Look at this dude.
Look at this. A T what? A what?
140.
You'd have to put 4 Honda motors together to spool it.
Nah, we need like 6.
Yeah. So single turbo, 140 millimeter. Just badass T7. So like I made a joke. I was like, "What's a T7 turbo?" It actually is a T7 turbo, and this thing's gonna be Phil's nightmare. Yeah. So most of the classes, it really doesn't matter whether you run a single or twins. The only class that really does matter is that PDRA Pro Street, which their rules are off because you look at turbo, which is going to dictate how much power the engine makes. They could say you run up to twin 94s, which are good for 4,000. 4,300. Or you can run a single 118, which is good for 26, 2,700, 2,800 maybe. So they're not really there. So we're not going to be running the PDRA stuff with it unless they change it over. The 140 millimeter turbo is comparable to twin 94s, and that's what we want to run. So this car on 94s with a conventional headed big block went 200, went 380s at pretty much 200, and we look to be in that same ballpark, if not a little bit faster. I think really the other thing we're just going to change, wheels and tires. We're talking about wheels and tires. My Alphas fit on the rear, and I really don't have a home for them, so we might stick them on here. And then it's up to Chris what he wants to run in the front. I said spindle mount Magnums, but they are spindle mount wheels. So you guys comment down below and tell us what spindle mount wheels you want us to run. I like the spindle mount Magnums. I think the Magnum's the hottest wheel in the game. The Alphas are the hottest wheel in the game in the back. Everyone knows that. What do you think?
I think something real skinny and pretty. The holes to me remind me of the kids playing with the play sets and put the shapes
in there.
Put the shapes in the.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
So like an RC car. Like
what are you looking at?
Like some, I mean.
Spindle mount though.
Spindle mount, but I mean, from what I've seen so far, I mean, if it's something that we don't see, they can make them. So.
Yeah.
What about a Sander 17?
I don't think they make
They
the
don't make
17 in spindle mount.
Oh, really?
No,
No,
that's
they,
the thing.
they make a 17 dragster spindle mount.
And what I'm learning, they got 2 different style struts, so I got to figure out what strut is on here so we get the right wheel. But yeah, really, wheels and tires. Obviously, a couple stickers, clean it up, and then we're gonna leave it white, and the headlights work on it. The car is very complete. The only real modification we have to do to the car itself is the transmission cross member, and then we'll be good. So that's pretty much the rundown on what we're doing with this. Logan, you guys say anything?
Not really much on this right now until we get it up and rolling, which, I mean, hopefully, next week and a half or so, we should have some more video detail on.
Yep. We're getting Matt down here. Matt's going to work on this thing. Matt's going to wire it up. He's building a whole custom harness and everything with, it's going to be like all mil spec and or aviation grade. And Matt's a nerd. He knows all that stuff. No, I don't. So he's gonna deck it out, all custom harness and everything like that. When it's all said and done, it's going to look good. It's going to run good. And hopefully it's going to be a low maintenance as far as no issues going out. Like I said, we're going to run the VPS on there. We're going to run shock travel sensors. Anything else, really? Might put a race tech seat in it.
I think we're putting a race tech seat in this end.
And the black sheep. I think we're going to put a race tech and everything. So we're going to have a yard sale of Kirky seats around here. 17-inch Kirky seats, literally as far as the eyes can see.
Why didn't we just call this car Manny Fresh? Because everything's big.
Oh, that would have been a good name.
Oh, God, you guys suck at naming cars. Because remember, I named, well, it was like half me and you with the Glizzard.
The Glizzard's strong. Yeah. I need a name for the Colorado, guys, and all we can come up with is the Colorado or Colorado. So comment down. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow's video is going to be on safety because we're going faster. If you guys notice in all my videos, all of us here, we all wear our proper safety gear, which I think is very important. And we're going to do a whole video dedicated to what you need in the car. This car's already got a fire suppression system. Black Sheep's got a fire suppression system. Chris's Vet's got a fire suppression system. It's very, very important to be up on your safety stuff because you definitely want it and not have to use it, then need it and you don't have it. So that's going to wrap today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, subscribe. Hit him with the dab, Logan.